This program is proudly brought to you by Albert Street Food and Wine, bringing the finest produce and outstanding wine to Melbourne's northern suburbs.
Tonight on Community Kitchen, our Christmas special continues at Albert Street Food and Wine in Brunswick, with Stephen Hall putting the finishing touches on his farm breakfast. Then Stephen, Jess and I sit down with the crew from Community Kitchen for a Community Kitchen Christmas lunch. Plus, we hear a song from the amazing Emily South. Hello, welcome back to Community Kitchen. This is part 2 of our special Christmas episode. Sorry the kitchen is a bit too messy.
I can't work with this, I'm furious. Goodbye.
We're here with Stephen Hall, unless you have stormed off.
No, I'm here.
We're making a big feast for all of our cast and crew. Jess Harris was here before. She made lovely salad. My pavlova's baking, but I have to do all of the fruit chopping.
Yep.
What are you making?
I'm making Bauernfrühstück.
What?
It's German farm breakfast, which I know it doesn't sound particularly Christmassy.
Yes.
But bear in mind that this is the silly season. People are going to a lot of parties.
Crazy.
It's cray-cray. People are going to a lot of parties, having one or two. The next morning, you need something like this. This is great hangover food.
Smart.
For the silly season. Yes.
Smart.
Thanks.
Okay, so what is it? What does it look
Sure,
like?
okay. Bauernfrühstück.
Do you need 12 egg yolks? Because I have them.
Thank you. No, I'm fine. I do. This does have eggs in it, though. This is basically a bit of a bubble and squeak kind of thing, mixed up with all the good stuff. You have onion. You have bacon.
Always on a farm. Old MacDonald had an onion.
B-I-E-I-O. N-I-O-N. And then there's bacon, and there are some potatoes, which we are parboiling as we speak.
Yes.
And then it's topped off with some scrambled eggs, which you mix in, and it's stodgy, and it's fatty, and it's tasty, and it's salty, and it's really, really good the morning after.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing today for everyone.
Well, let's get going. I'm going to do my fruit.
That does not belong in here. You're doing something completely separate.
I'm going to do something completely.
Yes,
this
good.
is my fruit with designated areas. I've got a mango and some kiwi fruit and heaps of berries because it's Christmas. Heaps of them. You were saying before you have an iPhone app.
Oh, yes, I was.
I didn't ask what it was.
No.
So what is your iPhone application? Did you design it?
Well, Laura, I did. It's true. I had an idea for an app about a year ago, and everyone has an idea for an app.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to be one of those people who said, I've got an idea for an app and just to leave it at that. So I found out how to hire someone to develop it, and it's based on the old game that many of us have played where two people write a story together, one paragraph at a time, backwards and forwards. So I write a paragraph, hand it over to you, you write a paragraph, hand it back to me, and so on, and you get a story at the end of it. So I thought that would lend itself well to a two-player turn-based game for the iPhone, and so followed through, and now it's a thing. And
what's it called?
It's called Step-by-Step Story.
Okay.
And it's there on the iTunes store, and it's been an interesting journey because I've had nothing to do with iPhone apps other than playing them and using them. So and it's free at the moment, but once we start charging, we're going to be
get in quick.
Yes, but once we do start charging, it's going to be a percentage of profits will go to the World Literacy Foundation. Because
that's kind.
And I think hopefully it's a way for young people to engage with, realise that writing can be fun.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's the idea. That's Step-by-Step Story, available now on the iTunes store.
So once upon a time.
Oh, are we doing it now?
Yeah.
All right. Once upon a time, there was a kitchen somewhere in Old Brunswick.
And in that kitchen, there was really great pavlova, like a really great one.
Oh, yes. And of course, as we all know, the thing that makes a pavlova great is the egg whites, the fluffiness, the fruit on top, and the love and care and attention that has gone into its creation.
We just wrote a cookbook.
Yes, we did.
I like the idea maybe your app could just be abused for didactic purposes.
It can, and it is. But it's between consenting adults, so it's all fine. Now, what I'm doing here, just to get back to the story of this, smooth. I'm chopping up the bacon into little square bits, and the bacon just goes into the fry pan with the onion, the diced onion. And when you put that over a bit of heat, then the bacon fat renders out and starts cooking the onion, and we're already on our way to fatty goodness and greatness.
I'm more excited about that than I was the quinoa, to be honest.
Yeah, I think they're
Quinoa,
at different ends of the
seeds.
dietary and health
Yeah,
spectrum,
well,
I think you'll find.
We're going to cancel each other out for our taste.
Well, they are. So, this is really simple to make. This is, you just bacon, onion, fry it up, and then you put in your parboiled diced potatoes, even leaving the skin on. And so you fry up all three of those main ingredients, and then at the end you scramble some eggs and pour it over the top and mix it through, and that's it. I learned to make this in high school when I was like 15 or something, and
that's a really productive thing to do when you are at school, is to take the cooking classes. I always did.
Yeah.
Else you don't know. Some people don't know how to
chop an onion.
Yeah.
How to boil an egg. These people are idiots. Idiots, do you hear me?
Fools.
Fools to themselves and burdens to others.
How did you find high school?
Oh, it's just down the road. Usually walked to go in a couple of corners.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That deserves...
Don't tell me what that deserves.
No, it deserves to be like one of those Christmas bonbons where you
Yes, that's
pop
the
them
quality
in
of that
and
joke.
Disappointed.
Yeah, Christmas bonbons. My God. Plastic monocle for me, please. And a whistle that doesn't work because the pea
But
fell
there's
out.
huge factories. They must employ thousands of people, the bonbon industry. We don't want to see it gone.
No, of course not. But I read an article about bonbons, and the appalling quality of the jokes is quite deliberate, because they are specially crafted so as they are not too offensive for anyone. So there's something for everyone, and that's absolutely true. And that's why they're bland and terrible. And at best they'll get a groan, but at worst they'll just sort of get something hurled across the room.
Nothing bonds people together quite like a common enemy.
Yes,
So
yes. I hate this joke too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're bringing people together.
That's the Christmas spirit. I hate what you hate.
I don't know how to cut a mango. That was
What about all those cooking classes you said?
Yeah, that
you just
wasn't
took?
in. That was too.
You were sick that day.
No, maybe too exotic for rural Western Australia's cooking class.
Do they not have mangoes in rural Western Australia?
Well, they do, but I don't think my school could maybe afford them.
Right,
so
okay.
I learned to cut carrots, cheapies.
Right.
All seriousness. Is there a seed in it? It should, else it's not a fruit. It's a monster.
Yeah, there's a great big seed, dirty big seed in the middle.
It's like a sweet avocado.
Not really.
No, it's not. I don't know.
You're really not that familiar?
Maybe I've never dealt with one before.
Sometimes people just cut the cheek off, which goes either side of the
Help!
Okay. Well, you sort of turn it that way, and then the cheek. Oh, I've got bacon fat on my hands.
That's okay.
Not really.
Well,
so it goes like that, and then what people tend to do is that and that and that,
Okay.
and the crisscrossy, and then you turn it inside out, and then you can.
well, I'll wash the bacon fat off this bed.
I think it's best.
Yeah, it's probably for the
Yeah, I
best.
think it's best for everyone concerned. And
That makes-
people do that cubing thing, and then you can turn it inside out, and you can easily take the little bits off. You see, and then then you've got your diced mango to do with as you will.
Well, I want to put it on a pavlova.
Oh, that's a good thing to do with it.
Yeah, in all seriousness,
Yes,
how
in all
did you
seriousness.
find high school?
I enjoyed it actually. I was a nerd,
That's so great. Nerds don't normally get to enjoy high school.
and why not?
Don't they get beaten up by the non-nerds?
Oh,
Or was it just me?
no, long time ago now. You wouldn't have been born.
No?
No, you wouldn't have had the decency to have been born by then.
Not the decency to be
No,
born.
that's
I was born in
typical of you.
1988.
Exactly. That is typical of what I've come to expect from you. Thanks very much, Laura. Born in 1988, indeed. Yeah, compassion's something that's not very sexy these days, and not very.
Kindness
don't
is
talk
so unsexy.
Yeah, but it's really, really, really important. That's my philosophy.
no!
Oh no!
I'm never working with a mango again.
Mango attacked her skirt.
It's alright.
They had been having words
I'm covered
earlier.
in pavlova, but not pavlova, just all the ingredients.
The garnish.
Alright, I'm going to take a moment and clean myself
I think
up.
it's best. Yes.
Maybe have a little Christmas cry as per tradition. And we'll see you after the break on Community Kitchen. welcome back to Community Kitchen's Christmas special. We're at Albert Street Food and Wine with Stephen Hall.
Hello.
What did you do in the break? Because that's like voila.
It's pretty much ready to go, yeah.
Your Munizmuth is all cooked.
Bauernfrühstück. Bauernfrühstück. I fried up the bacon and onions. I put in the parboiled diced potatoes, which you don't peel, just with the skin on, and cook them up so that the bacon fat goes through all three of those ingredients, and then you put in the scrambled eggs, just milk and eggs mixed together, throw it in there, and then keep stirring till the egg turns into scrambled eggs and combines with everything else. And now I've taken it off, and I'm just going to put a little bit of parsley on top for a little bit of garnish.
You're all done.
And then we'll serve it up on the table, just on the chopping board, and people can just help themselves.
Yeah.
It's not attractive to look at, but it's good stuff.
Very Jamie Oliver.
Okay.
Jamie Oliver brought back skin on potatoes.
Was that him, was it?
Yeah, it was him.
I did not know that.
So I've whipped my cream. I've got to just dress this, and then we're done, and we can sit down and have a little breather.
Breakfast and pavlova all in one.
Yeah. Well,
that's how we roll.
If you ate egg whites for breakfast, you'd be really healthy, wouldn't you?
Yes, but not if you add
trick.
Bacon and potatoes and onions and more bacon.
It's Christmas.
Yeah, it is.
It's Christmas. You're
and
allowed
as I
to.
said before, this is hangover food. This is for the morning after. This is to soak up all the booze. So yeah, nothing does it quite like Bauernfrühstück, which is German for farm breakfast. If we haven't mentioned that already.
I'm never going to get it right.
No, just say farm breakfast.
Yeah, I will.
German farm breakfast.
I will. Trick with the pavlova is to make a little hole in the middle for all of your stuff.
A little indentation there.
Yeah, you've got to indent your pav.
Indent your pav, ladies and gentlemen.
Else,
for God's sake.
It goes everywhere.
And so what are you adding on there? Oh, it's a traffic light arrangement. You've got green, you've got yellow, you've got red.
You want to spread out your colours a little bit.
You do. You know, there's an age-old dispute between Australia and New Zealand about who invented the
pavlova. Didn't they solve that? Isn't it definitely New Zealand?
I think it is.
They
that was...
don't have much else. They can have pavlova.
That was what the Pavlova War of 1847 was about.
So sad.
It was sad. A lot of lives were lost, but I think it was all for a good cause.
The Pope goes to a fancy dress party.
Right.
What is he?
I don't know.
A blessing in disguise.
That's
my best one.
That's not bad.
It's what I do on stage when I decide I hate the audience.
Oh. What a lovely story.
And then we're just going to make this
white chocolate.
A little bit special with some shaved white chocolate.
Really
and then we're done.
It really is looking very good. It probably won't go that well with this, but...
No, but we're not going to have it on the same plate.
No. Or on the same day, really.
No.
But this is great for the morning after, as I say.
Alright, well, this is done. Let's get out of the kitchen, it's really hot.
I can't stand the heat in the kitchen.
Alright, well, we're done here, so we're going to take Stephen Hall out and have a little bit of a chat and a calm moment out in the bar before we finish our delicious Christmas dinner. We've just made up all our delicious Christmas feast.
It's looking good, don't you think?
So good. Yeah. I can't wait to eat it, but we're kind of holding up for a minute.
Yes.
Stephen Hall, what do you remember most about being a kid at Christmas time?
Anticipation, I think, and just the excitement of this magical thing happening the next day. Of course, the food as well. I was a greedy kid. I was a fat little fella, and I really enjoyed eating far too much at Christmas as well.
What was your favourite?
Oh, rumbles and Christmas cake.
Kids aren't allowed rumbles.
Oh, it's rum essence, okay. You know, and ham and turkey and also trifle. White Christmas.
Classic.
Yeah, shortbreads. Yeah. Mince pies.
There's a lot.
Seafood prawns.
Whoa, that's a big Christmas dinner.
Roast pork, gravy, plum pudding, custard.
Do you have kids now?
I have one 8-year-old daughter, yes.
What did you do when she was little?
Well,
she's still little.
She is still little.
Littler.
When she was little. Well, the good thing about Christmas at our place was that Santa actually left footprints coming up to the door, and so does the Easter Bunny as well. So.
Got dirty feet, those guys.
Oh no, it's magical white.
Okay.
Talcum powder. Magical white dust. And so there are footprints leading up to the door, and
Easter Bunny's got terrible dandruff.
Shocking dandruff up there in the North Pole. You would think he would get onto that, but no, he's a busy man. He's a very busy man. Doesn't have time to rinse and condition.
And wrapping paper's pretty expensive.
Oh, it doesn't grow on trees. I'm here to tell you.
it.
Forget about it. Wrapping paper? No way. What a waste of money.
Are there any Christmas traditions that you are trying to keep alive?
My wife comes from a really big family, and I come from a really small family. And in their family, they have a Kris Kringle, where everyone, Secret Santa, where everyone everyone pulls a card out of the hat and has to buy.
Yeah, you need a few people for that.
Yeah, you do.
Like,
it's the only
Mum,
manageable
was it
way.
you?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
yeah, it's the only manageable way to do it with a huge family. So that was really strange getting to know that, because I grew up in a family of 3, my mum, my sister and me. So it was, yeah, nothing like that.
My dad has one tradition that he really likes, which is when the star goes on top of the Christmas tree.
Yes.
Like, we'll always decorate the tree
That's
together.
nice.
Dad likes it if we pass it to each other and then it gets put on the top of the tree, like everybody helps to finish the tree. But then we got a really big Christmas tree, and now my brother is the only person tall enough to do it, so he kind of gets the Christmas tradition all to himself.
Couldn't you get a series of stools, like a small
Oh,
stool
a
and then a
Christmas
large one and then a
stool.
large one, and you pass it up the up the altitude? I think that way people
I
can
don't
still
know
be
if my
involved.
heart's in it.
Right. Okay. It's just a suggestion. Yeah. Christmas stools. It's not going to catch on. Certainly needs a catchier name than that.
What about Christmas movies? Any Christmas movie traditions? A lot of people pick the Home Alones. Or,
I know in England there's a great big tradition of watching a Bond film on Christmas Day.
yeah?
They always put one on Christmas Day, and you watch the Queen's Message, and then you watch James Bond killing the bad guys. But we don't have that here, and I think that's sad.
No,
I think,
there's nothing.
as a traditionalist, it would be good to see Bond on Christmas Day. But It's a Wonderful Life is a great one,
Yeah.
which we've introduced my daughter to, and there's a great movie called Christmas Story, I think, and it's about a little boy and his quest for an air rifle, and it's really good. It's made in the mid-'80s, I think, but it's set in the 40s, and that's a good
Okay.
one. But other
does
than
he
that...
get the air rifle?
It's a while since I've seen it. I think so.
It's a pretty impressive.
I
Christmas
think the
gift.
true meaning of Christmas is small firearms for children. I
Oh,
think that's-
come on, you don't need an air rifle. You'll just play with the wrapping paper anyway.
That's right. Very good way to put an eye out, young man.
Exactly.
Yes.
So maybe what about like that Ebenezer Scrooge kind of ghost of Christmas past, present and future? We've covered those two. What would you like your Christmas future?
Christmas,
be.
like a perfect Christmas?
Yeah,
or
perfect Christmas
from now
in
on?
10 years' time.
10 years from now?
Yeah,
okay.
your daughter's 18.
She is too. Wow. Probably toys that don't require so many batteries.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, really, or I guess just maybe toys that with batteries included. That's what I wish for.
That's all we
batteries
need.
included. That's what I
You
wish
could
for.
just get some batteries. Stock up.
Yes, I could.
Your night before Christmas kind of Muppets version is you just not going to the shop with batteries and then regretting it the next day.
A note to self: buy batteries before Christmas.
It's
Yes,
high stakes.
it's very high stakes.
I
Yeah.
find some of it quite confronting when it is too much the same. Like Christmas dinner at my family's house, everyone cooks the same dish that they've cooked for
Tradition.
many years. So
Yeah.
you eat, like your plate is. There's something comforting about the fact that my plate is the same as when I was 4, but also something horrific.
Yeah, that's right. It's
Just deja vu.
suspended
existential
animation here.
crisis.
Yeah, that's right. Have none of us moved on, people?
Man, you think like you get the cauliflower right after 18 years.
Well, cauliflower's not hard. Really?
No.
Who messes up the cauliflower in your family?
Who doesn't?
You know who you
You
are.
look at him. You look at him. Thank you very much for coming on and cooking your farm breakfast.
No, I was going to take that.
Feels like I've been taken by the night. The air is getting heavy and low. The door shut tight and the moon shining bright. Something is rattling my bones. Down here alone when the fever came on, madness is starting to show. The curse so thick by the whisper on your lips. Something is troubling my soul. I'm getting crazy. There's something creeping on me now. I don't know how to get away. far gone now, deep in the night. This torture is making me moan. I don't feel like I can put up a fight. Voodoo is swallowing me whole. I'm getting crazy. There's something creeping on me now. I don't know how to get away. Oh, can you hear me howl? Well, I'm really losing control. Your curse has really got me in its hold. I'm howling low. I'm really shaking in this hole. Your curse has put a fire in my soul. There's a fire in my soul. I'm howling low. I'm getting crazy. There's something creeping on me now. I don't know how to get away. Oh, can you hear me howl? Yeah, I'm getting crazy. There's something creeping on me now. I don't know how to get away. Oh, can you hear me howl? Oh, can you hear me howl? Oh, can you hear me howl? I'm dancing with the devil now.
Hello, welcome back to Community Kitchen's Christmas special. Thank you very much to Jess Harris for her delicious pumpkin quinoa salad, Stephen Hall's delicious farm breakfast, my pavlova. I think you should come in and help me eat all of this because I'm never going to finish it myself. So you come in, yeah, come in and eat. You come in here and we'll serve all of this. And thank you very much for joining us for Community Kitchen. Loads of the seasons yet to come. Have a Merry Christmas.
Santa baby, sip a sable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, I feel phone. Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight.
Cheers. Merry Christmas.
Okay.